Hey guys, welcome to Next Gen Tech. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check the description box below for deals and discounts.
Alright, we're going to be doing a diagnostic testing on an iPhone 11. Apparently it's, look at the sheet here, has no touch. Okay, so it's probably a screen, but we don't know, so we just took it in as a diagnostic. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the two pin loop screws at the bottom of it. Alright, and then next we just place it face down on a heat mat for about 5 minutes. This has already been heated, so I'll take it back over here. And I'm going to use my Quanley tool, and I'm just going to slip it in between the frame and the screen, the bezel of the screen. I'm just going to run it through there a couple of times. I'm just going to go around the entire phone and do that. That just helps loosen the adhesive. I'll start down here in the corner. I'm going to get it in between the screen. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure slowly. See if it'll start to lift up. As you can see, it's starting to lift up nicely. You just want to put just gentle pressure until you feel it moving. So now that I've got that up, just going to slowly slide my tool down through the bottom here, around the corner. Keep in mind I'm only putting it in about, well, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. Just enough to get the adhesive loose. Let me get my fingernail in there where my tool is one. And now we're just going to fold it back like this right here. As you can see, we didn't harm our adhesive, which doesn't matter. If we did, we could replace it, but it just makes it easier if you don't have to. So now we're going to do the first thing we always do, and that's disconnect the battery. This one's a little tricky because there's a screw right here under this cable, so you just have to be super careful right there in that area. I'm just going to start by kind of gently folding that back a little bit. Get in here at a bit of an angle. Make sure you do it at a little bit of an angle. Don't rip the cable. And I always arrange my screws as if the phone was up and down, turned up right. So now we're going to take a nylon spudger and just get right underneath this connector. Now the battery's disconnected, it's safe to start unhooking other things. Lift that plate, put it there. Now we're just going to unplug this connector right here, and these two here that go to the screen. Use your fingernail, or you can use the nylon spudger. You don't ever want to use metal to unplug these connectors. So I'll set this over to the side, and I'm just going to grab a new screen first. That's the first thing I would suspect, is that the screen's gone bad. Alright, so now I'm going to try the new connection on the screen. I am going to go ahead and plug the battery in first, just because these cables are on top of that. It doesn't hurt anything as long as you don't hit the power button. Hit the power button and see if it comes on. Hopefully it'll touch. If it touches, we're great, and we'll just switch the screen. If not, we'll go to trying something else and see. It's a process of elimination when you're diagnosing a phone. Okay, so the phone is booted. Let's see if touch works. This one happened to be a really easy one. The screen is going to fix it. So actually what I'm going to do is just flip it back up and unplug the battery first. Okay, so now we're just going to set that over to the side, and we're going to switch all this over to this. So remove the plastic backing, and let's see what kind of screwdrivers we're going to need here. Phillips and tri-wing. So one tri-wing screw right here, and 3 Phillips screws. take this and fold it back. There's a little clip here we've got to remove. A pair of tweezers. Just pop that off. We're going to get in here with a sharp tool, and instead of prying on these connectors, I'm going to pry on this part here and get under it first. Just take your time and gently get up underneath here. Pry that microphone loose. It's as simple as that. Just going to transfer this over to here. This pops right in here. I gotta put this clip back on. We just fold this back up, line up the holes. Getting taut, not tight. Now we're going to go grab the frame. We're going to put the screen back on. Now normally you wouldn't plug the power in till last. On this particular model, it's easier if you go ahead and plug it in first. Just do not hit the power button. Now we're going to connect these other 3 connectors here. These 2 are to the screen. Okay, get all those 3 connected. And we're just going to put our final plate back on here. I'm just going to make sure they're all not tight but not loose. Okay, now we're ready to put the screen back down. We did have this one little area here where the seal got damaged. What I do on something like that was so minimal, I just take a little bit of what's called T7000. Just run a little tiny bit down through there. And that'll lay down and act exactly as the seal. Alright, so we're going to start here at the top. Just kind of slide it in place like that. Gently pressing on it, going down both sides, making sure it clips and all the clips. And I always look down the screen, all 4 sides, just make sure it's not sticking up anywhere. Just lay nice and flat, looks good. And then now it's time to put our 2 pentalops in. And now we're going to try to turn it on and see if it works. Looks like it's working good. Always like to test the Face ID just to make sure it's going to work. And the Face ID works. So we have a successful repair. And that's how you diagnose and fix the screen on an iPhone 11.